Alright, Trace Nelson here, Creation Adventures. Welcome to my channel. And today we're doing field dressing in the woods, step by step. Okay, so I've got a big fat doe, and I've got her propped up here on the bank. I'm trying to get her up on this bank to kind of, hopefully, you'll be able to see better what I'm doing. Come on in here. It's not worth a flip if you don't see what I'm doing. Really kind of aggravating. All right, so I am going. Let's see, she's got a. Everything's full of poop. I am going to go around these two openings, this opening and that opening. And this deer is loaded with fat, so I just take, instead of using my knife, I just take my finger or thumb and go in that opening and loosen up that fat. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pull that out and tie it off, but then we're going to pull it back through, and that fat will keep it from pulling back through like you want it to. This deer's got a lot, has much fat, which is a good sign if you're, like I'm a wildlife biologist, and so I always like to see this, that there's plenty of fat on the deer, because, you know, it's still pretty early in the winter, and we don't have the most severe winters in the world here in Alabama, but when they're this fat, they have a really good chance of thriving, not only making it through the winter, but being really good. Okay. All right. Hope you can see that. I've got that pulled out. We'll tie it off. All right. So what we've learned so far, just from doing this deer, just this part right here, is that this deer is already was in good shape. Of course, it's dead now, but it was in really good condition. So now I'm just going to take my knife and come up through here. I'm going to go around this milk sack. She looks like I think she's dry. Okay, we're going to come up like that right there. I'm trying to think what angle would be best. Now here's where you got to be careful with a sharp pointed knife, and that's not to get into the guts. That's never a good thing. Alright, so putting your finger on the point of your knife can really help you out on this right here. And I lift up the skin until I get cut through the hide. Then I'll cut all the way up to where the neck starts. And then when I come back down, I'll go ahead and I hadn't split this yet, but I'm going to. Now I split it the other day on that video with the loppers. Limb loppers. But today we're going like we don't have limb loppers with us, okay? Now I need to go ahead and get that lining of get into that lining area. Like I say, I'm protecting the tip of my knife with my finger, like this right here, so I don't penetrate that gut area. And then when it comes to going through the brisket, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and keep cutting on up through here like this. Now it's best when you get to this brisket, right in the middle of the brisket is the hardest part. That's the thickest part. And so we want to go right up through, we want to come off to the side. I'll just come in here. Sorry about the position I'm in. I don't know any other way to do it. Now, whew, now that I have that done, what I'm going to do, to me, I'm going to reach in here. Well, I can go ahead and trim off some of this side, this material that holds all the guts in, because you don't have to trim it off anyway. I'm going to reach in here and grab the esophagus. And it's going to be my handhold. And I'm just going to roll those guts out. Like that right there. Kind of lost my camera there, didn't I? And then do any cutting you need to get it on out. But right here, I'm going to just pull that part back through that I tied off. There it is. and your deer is field dressed. Voila.